It was my birthday yesterday and I had such a wholesome day with Sean in the pubs. We just went for lunch and it was just really nice. And honestly, I feel like every birthday I worry about getting older and I think, oh my God, did I waste my life? Did I do this? Did I do that? But I feel like I'm totally at peace with where I am at the minute and I just feel so content, and it's a really nice feeling to not be worrying when I get a year older. Anyway, it's the 1st of July, we're into another month, and I really like having my birthday at the end of a month because I like after my birthday to be a fresh month. I love fresh start, so that's something that I really thrive with. So at the end of the month I'm like, okay, it's a fresh start, you know. Yeah, like I just don't feel scared of aging anymore, and I feel like I did for a few years. I think like I never got over the fact I was over 23, and for me that was like 23 was the year I feel like my life stood still a bit. I was kind of just like, I'm 23 forever. I couldn't mentally allow myself to age past that, which I don't know why 23 was the year for me that was like, I can't get past the fact that I'm over 23, not as young as I was. And it's always that scary concept. I feel like as we get older, we get into these scary concepts of we're older than we were. And it's scary because life goes so fast. And I think the older you get, the quicker you realise life goes so quick, like so quick. And you can't sometimes comprehend it. You can't stand still for a minute. Like you can't freeze time. And I think that's what is a scary concept for so many of us, is we're trying to freeze time and we're trying do all these things in life, which makes life progress at a quicker rate than we probably want it to and expect it to. And I feel like we're getting into deep talk territory here, but I have definitely had age regression from the age of 23 onwards, and I'm 28. I turned 28 yesterday, and honestly birthdays usually affect me in a really weird way. Like I just feel weird about aging, but I saw this year I felt so content. I felt so happy, and I'm just like, I'm grateful for the fact that I've spent another year on the earth more than having this fear. But I think it all stems to the fact is I've had age regression for absolutely years, and I think for me, I've never acted my age. I've always mentally felt a lot younger than I actually am, and I think physically I don't feel the age I am. Like, you know, a lot of my friends now, and this sounds like, this is getting like deep, but a lot of my friends like nowadays don't like going on nights out. They often say like, I'm past that age, like I couldn't think of out worse than standing in a nightclub with music. And I'm standing there like, I still like to go out, and I still like to have a drink, and I still like to have a dance with me mates. Does that mean like I'm stuck in the age of like 18, 19, 20, 21? My brother's 21 and I like going on a night out with him. We went to Norway together and had a night out, and I enjoyed that. Should I not be enjoying that because I'm nearly 30? And I just feel like my friends as well, also within the last few years, even the ones that I thought were on my wavelength, have started having children. And you know, we're 28, we're 29, we're 30 years old. That's amazing for them, but I've never been in that place mentally. I'm always stuck way younger than I am. And I think age regression is something that I've had for a very long time, and I've really not come to terms with it. I've kind of just thought, it's okay. Like, am I mentally delayed when it comes to aging and age progression? Like, I really don't know what it is. Or am I just young at heart? Not everything has to have a label, a stereotype, or a reason. I'm just probably young at heart. I'm immature. I'm selfish with my time, with my money, and I like being in control of my life to an extent of not having anyone else to worry about and not worrying about anyone else. And I like my life, and I think that's the main thing. I'm happy, so why worry about not being at the stage everybody else is at? You don't have to be at any other stage apart from the stage where you are, as long as it's making you happy and you're content and you're fulfilled. If you're struggling with this as well, I feel like it's actually a really important topic, because also, who makes the rules of like age? Like, who says by this age you've got to have had a child and you've got to be having a house and moving on and doing this and doing that? It's like, no. I just feel I've always had this weird thing about age, and I've always felt weird about it, but I think for the first time I'm actually coming to terms with it. I'm a 28-year-old woman, but I'm actually a little bit behind that in mental capacity. But am I? This is the thing, I contradict myself. I say, yeah, I'm behind, like mentally I'm behind it. I'm not really 28, but then what should a fucking 28-year-old be doing? Where's the manual? Where's the book? Like, who wrote the book? Because I'm sorry, like, we don't all live by the same manual. I'm going to show you my skincare routine because so many people have been asking what my current skincare routine is. My skin is actually looking pretty mint at the minute. Not gonna lie, don't want to float me on trumpet, but it is. I've actually got new skincare that I've been using for about 2 weeks now, and I think it's made a huge difference. difference. I started really getting into Korean skincare and makeup beginning of this year when my friend Katie told us about how good it was. I've been using quite a lot of the DEPOP products and I wanted to show you them because I think you're going to love them. So I have just cleansed my face and I used the DEPOP The Calm Balm. Now this is an oil cleanser that breaks down any product you have on your face that day, and you can easily wipe it away because it's breaking down that product as you're massaging it in. And then the Bubble Double is your second cleanser, which will then go onto your skin and take away any debris or anything else that's left on your skin, and that could clog up pores, leave you with breakouts or anything like that. So always double cleanse. This is a foam cleanser, which I was a little bit skeptical about because I do find foam cleansers can dry my skin out, but so far this is not drying my skin out and I really like it. My skin doesn't feel tight after use, which is a huge bonus for me. Before I put on my skincare, I'm going to prep my skin. Now, hydrated skin will always absorb products more effectively, which honestly was something I wasn't aware of. So now I go in with this step before I do my skincare. This is a spray mist. This is the Mist Have Spray Mist. If you've got a bit of time, just let it absorb in itself, or if you're in a little bit of a rush, you can just tap the product into your face and help that process. I'm an impatient gal, so you'll find us tapping quite often. Okay, we're going to depuff the eyes. Depuffing my eyes in the evening is something that I've included in my routine because I honestly feel like it helps with the darkness under my eyes, which is something I've suffered with for a long time. Oh, it always gives you a fright, the cooling sensation, but it is so worth it. Leave it about 15 to 20 minutes, do something else. Personally, this is when I would usually put my heatless curls in, do any hair prep that I want to do for the next day. I am getting my hair done tomorrow morning though, so I'm not going to need to do any hair prep. I really feel like your eyes is what you'll see a difference on the most. If you do try any of their products, the eyes is definitely where I've seen the improvement first. And then I'm going to go in with the Repair Hero Serum. You can feel the difference as soon as you put this on your skin in terms of the hydration. It's really hydrating and replenishing for the skin, and it does slow down the aging process, which is what we want, especially now I've just turned 28. And then the last two steps for me is going to be Midnight Magic Cream. Now this is like an overnight mask. I find it really soothing and nourishing on my skin, so I do like to pop it on my hand first. But with it, I am going to add some of the Glow Hero. I just like that extra nourishment on my skin as a combo. These two work perfect. Just look at it glow. I'm that glowy you can nearly see yourself through my forehead. Anyway, if you would like to try any of your Podas skincare products, they've given us a discount code to share with you all. Donnelly20 will get you 20% off the products on the website. The older we're all getting, the more important it is to make sure we know what's going on our skin and to really use a skincare routine that works for us. So definitely go and check them out. I will have the link in the description. Anyway, my hair is so grim. I'm getting it done tomorrow though, so I don't want to wash it because, well, that's just pointless and a waste of my time. So I'm just going to scrape it back and put it in a little scrunchie until the morning. So tomorrow we're actually at Sean's graduation. Me, his mum and dad and him, obviously. Okay, I am going to get into bed now because I am feeling quite tired and I would like to have an early night so that I can be up decent time tomorrow. If you've got any questions about the Poda products that I've been using or how they've worked for my skin or anything like that, pop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to get back to you with my experience. But I mean, I think at this point my skin is just speaking for itself. Oh, she's shiny! Decided to go back and strip my hair, guys. Go back brown. So I don't know if you did notice, but the blonde just looked like hay. I wasn't enjoying it. My hair didn't feel or look healthy no matter what I'd done to it. So I went to the hairdressers, I got it stripped and I went back brown, trimmed the ends off, and honestly I just feel a lot cleaner and fresher with it. Well, not cleaner, but like fresher. I think brown, it's my natural colour, evidently. I think it suits more and I just think my hair looks so much healthier. And then I got ready and we went and celebrated Sean's graduation. This next chapter in his life is so exciting. Like, I think it's one of them things that we just never thought we would do. We never thought either of us would go to university, and you know, Sean ended up deciding to go and he got his first class honours degree in electrical and electronic engineering. So it is massive. We're so proud of him and he worked so hard for this, and I just wanted to share a little bit of his graduation with you all because this is a huge chapter that we're really excited for.
And welcome to you, our graduates, to what is a very special occasion for all of you sitting here today. We are delighted to be here to share your celebrations and hope that today will be a day to remember. Parents, partners, family and friends, your support will also have been invaluable over the past few years, and I'd like to thank you and recognise you for that. So to all of you, make the most of your day, enjoy the ceremony and all of your celebrations.
Good evening, everybody. My name is John Ridley. I lead the Newcastle College University Centre and I lead higher education for a university centre across the country. Graduation is an incredibly important moment in your life. When your name's called, take the time to soak in that recognition, navigate the stairs carefully. Those steps are no joke, so take them very seriously. Take note that when you take hold of that scroll, you'll become a graduate.
Hello everyone, I am delighted to be with you today with students on business, engineering, aviation, energy, rail and civil science prepared to graduate. Sean Elsden.
And like that, my fiance is now a graduate and I couldn't be prouder to have celebrated this next chapter of life with him. Okay, Sean is now a graduate. Honestly, like, it's mad. I'm so proud of him. He worked so hard for this, and honestly, like, it was never something I thought any of us would do. It was just not really something that looked like it was in our paths, but he decided that it wasn't his path and smashed it. Got a first, which I'm unbelievably proud of him for. Unfortunately, the bad news is his graduates still have to cut the grass. That's what he's currently doing, out there cutting the grass, bless him. But there's been some changes in the house recently, and they're nothing drastic, although we do want to work on the garden. So August and September, we're going to be working on the garden to get the garden into a state that we're happy with. I feel like the garden's not something we've put much money at all into since we moved into the house. It's not been... By the way, guys, I've just had some cake. I've just had some of Sean's graduate cake and it's covered in black icing. That's if my mouth looks a bit black and my tongue, that's what it's been off. But yeah, so I feel like since we got the house, it's not something we've put a lot of money into, is the garden. It's just not really been a priority for us, but now I'm becoming a much more outdoorsy person than I ever was, and it is something that we want to put a bit of money towards. So we've got some time in August and September, and we're really going to focus on the garden and getting it renovated and stuff, which I will document all of that because I know people love like renovation content and stuff, so I'll document all of that. But I've just been making some little changes in the house. So the pups are now 3 years old, and this room that I'm sitting in, it used to be a dog's room per se. Like, we didn't really do much with it. It was kind of just a room with dog beds in. It stored all their stuff. But I wanted to make it a little bit more homely, and I wanted to make it part of the actual house, simply just because I felt like it was just this random room at the front of the house. It just didn't really do much with it, and I've not done much to it at all, but it just feels a lot more nice. I sit in here now quite a bit. I really like this room. It's got such good lighting. It's got great like view of the street, so it's just a really nice room to like actually people watch and have coffees, and I really enjoy this room. So this room is no longer like a dog room. It's kind of just like the front lounge room, and we are going to put a little telly in here as well on the wall, so that will happen eventually, but it's just not done yet. But we're going to get a little telly in here. The dogs still use this room, they still like it. There's a bed in here for them, there's their chair thing, and when we leave the house we'll shut the main living room door because they've got tendencies to dig, and our sofa's had many holes in it, and we'll shut the main bedroom, but other than that they have free reign of the house. Digging's still a little bit of an issue in this household with them, but we do allow them free reign of the house apart from them 2 rooms. Honestly, I've been in this little front lounge room more than I have the main room, especially through the day. That's like great for an evening, like settling down and watching telly and stuff with Sean, but through the day I really like this space. It's airy, it's nice, and something about it I just really enjoy. I'm going to just show you like the little bits and bobs I've done to it just to make it that bit more homely, but like I said, it's really not that much at all. But I don't know about anybody else, but like the littlest of change in my house reignites a love for it for me, and reignites the spark of just like, I love it. I've been doing a lot of organising as well recently, so I just got really overwhelmed with how messy I felt in terms of like cupboards and drawers. So my dressing room has all been organised and sorted. Majority of the kitchen cupboards have been now. There's still a few more that I'm working on. The cupboards in this room have been organised and sorted. The living room cupboards have not been, that's on my to-do list, but I'm slowly getting round the rooms and proper decluttering, organising stuff, because I just like my space to feel fresh. I like it to feel like organised, and it really does have an impact on my mental health if my space isn't. Also, the hair is now back brown. Obviously, I know you've seen it yesterday. What do you think? You know, the thing is, I do like the blonde. I've had mixed feedback. So some people on Instagram were messaging us saying like, don't know if I'd have done that, love, because I think you suited the blonde. But for me personally, I was blonde for what? When did I go blonde? Well, I started transitioning to go light at the beginning of the year. Then I went like a caramelly. And then I went, I can't even remember when it was. I know it was like beginning of this year at some point. And it wasn't long. I think it was like 3 months I've maybe had the blonde, if that. But my hair health, I'm sorry, like brown is so glossy. It's nice. It's soft. My hair feels fucking amazing brown. When it's blonde, my hair, I just feel crap. It looks like straw. It doesn't look nice. And I just couldn't, I'd rather my hair looked nice and glossy and like just felt good than have a certain colour but it not look or feel good to me. I don't know, maybe it wasn't, but I felt like it had slightly thinned out since it had gone blonder. So anyway, it's back to brown. Personally, I do really like it. It will go lighter than this, but when I first get it done, it's always darker, and then I don't know how, but it kind of lightens up a bit. And I am going on another summer holiday, well, literally a week today. No, a week yesterday, so less than a week. And apparently the sun will lighten it up again. So I think it will go lighter, which I don't mind. I don't mind it going lighter. I just wanted it back brown, and I'm determined to stop fannying on with it now. Like, I'm staying brunette, I hope. I just think it's more me. It's always been me. And I think, yeah, I like the blonde, but it just wasn't, I wasn't loving it. Let's give you a little update on what's been happening around the house. When you walk into this front room now, I'm going to stop calling it the dog's room, because it's not the dog's room, it's our front lounge room, our front living room. So this is what you see. Now, we had all of these photos from over the years just lying around in a cupboard upstairs. When I was organising the cupboard, all of these were just lying around in a cupboard, and they're sentimental. Like, people have either drawn these forward, or, well, some of them weren't in cupboards, some of them were like out on places, but I just felt like I didn't have anywhere for them. So I was like, right, I'm redoing this room. I'm going to make a little bit of a gallery wall of special sentimental pieces. So this is a print that Sean got years ago, so we'd only been together 3 years. So the 14th of the 11th 2012, that's when we actually started like the relationship. That's when we were like official. And it says, happy 3 years together. Now I think we should both take a bow. The 14th of the 11th 2015. Sean got that then for me, and I've never had it up anywhere. Like, I never put it up in my mum's house for some reason. We moved here, I never found a place for it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a gallery wall. It's going to be special pieces. So that is obviously like a Demi Sean Scrabble print. Is a gorgeous digital print of the dogs that my friend Kate actually made for her, and I love it so much. That has been in the living room, but it was just, I found on the gallery wall, considering this is a sentimental gallery wall, I thought it was just going to make more sense. So we've got the digital print of the dogs. This is a print that my friend Ashley got when we got engaged. It says Demi and Sean engagement, the 5th of the 1st 2018. Can you believe it's been that long since we got engaged? Like, life just goes so quick. And then these two gorgeous paintings my Auntie Margaret in Ireland painted, and I absolutely love them. I think this one in particular is so beautiful and bright, and it just brings so much joy when I look at it. Like, it's gorgeous. So obviously we've got the lighthouse and the sea and the sunset, and then this one is a waterfall with a shooting star as well, and I just love it so much. And then this is actually a drawing my dad done. So my dad is a massive fan of Queen, and he drew the Queen logo. So this is like a print my dad done, and I decided I wanted it. I've always had it in my cupboard upstairs, and I was like, it's a keepsake, it's a keepsake. And I was like, actually it's a keepsake that I want up. So I've got this up now, and then this is another print of me and Sean. Someone actually sent me this. This is from one of my subscribers. So if you do still watch my videos, please comment. I would love to know. But it's Scrabble letters, Demi and Sean, and it says I love you, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And these are all our sentimental photos that are so special, and when I look at them, they just bring us so much happiness, because they're just special and they're part of our journey in our life. And I was just so annoyed that I'd had them in a cupboard for so long, and I was like, I want to get them out on display. Like, I want them up, okay? I'm a sentimental person, and these things mean a lot to me. So they're all up. My dad is actually hopefully doing us another drawing as well. So my dad's really talented at drawing and stuff and illustrations. So I've asked him if he can do one. I've asked him if he can design a one that's kind of like personal to me and him, and if he would mind drawing it for us. So I think he's possibly doing another one, and then it would get another place in here. But any sentimental prints we get in the future, I can just add to the gallery wall, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So love this little detail. And these prints on the, so I had this like little bit of wall here, and I decided to put the paintings up me and Sean had done over the years because I just think they go fine here. So this was actually from a art tippers event that we went to only a few years ago, and as you can see, Sean did a bumblebee and I also did a bumblebee, and then these two are actually what we painted when I went on our first PR trip. We went to Slovakia, Košice, and we went to like an art Airbnb experience, and honestly we loved it so much, and these two pictures hold such a great memory. So Sean's is the cow and mine is the dog. So yeah, I hung these up here as well. So it's just a really sentimental room and very special. This is a little thing that I've always had in here, but I've just organised it so it hasn't got like, it's not full of crap now. It's got a few essentials for the dogs in there, like their snoods and extra leads and stuff. And then in here I've just got some hanging picture set that I was using to hang the pictures, some extra little like poo bags and hook things, and then that's a little strawberry cushion that I got in PR, and a Himalayan salt lamp. This is currently, the inside of this bed's currently getting a wash, but there's usually like a little cushion in here, and this is just like a little bed if the pups still do want to have a lie down in here. We've got this sofa, which the bottom of it got ripped because the dogs decided to dig it, so it's got this duvet here now, which honestly it's a pretty comfortable seat. We sit on it sometimes and don't mind it. And then dog toy, water, dog food is still in here with a little mat, and then this is where I like to sit. So I got this chair on Facebook Marketplace for 40 quid. They were £150 online, so I was absolutely buzzing about this. I think it's such a statement accent chair as well. I really like it. This isn't actually a coffee table, it's a stool. So Sean's nana, we got these off Sean's nana, and this, which we keep here basically just for when we have extra people over, Christmas dinner. We used that for Christmas dinner last year and it was so great. And we got some extra stools as well, but I'm using one of the stools as a little coffee table. Obviously it's got my fake plant on. I want to get a pot for that plant just to make it look a bit nicer, so next time I'm in B&M or Home Bargains I'm going to have a look if I can get like a decor pot for that plant, and then I just have a little fake plant situation going on. But I put my coffees and that on there when I'm sitting in here, and I just really like this space. I just really love this little area. I don't feel like much has changed in the living room since you've last seen it. It's pretty much the same, apart from we do have a dog bed in here now. The pups really do like having a bed in every room, so this one just stays in here all of the time. We've still got that, and you'll always find the pups lying on the sofa, won't you? It's where you always are. And then this is same. We haven't really done much in here, but we have added more sentimental stuff to our bookcase, which I feel like I may have shown you, but we've just collected a whole bunch of stuff, whether it be for Christmases or birthdays or sentimental pieces from grandparents, and we've decided to pop them all on the bookcase and make it like a sentimental area. And I obviously have some books that I'm wanting to read as well, but this is recently from Sean's graduation. So we've just popped that on there. We have an award that he won a few years back. We have my accordion, which I'm determined to play. This, I love this photo frame. I found it in a charity shop years ago, and that's my dog Jess, who sadly is no longer with us. She's an angel pup. But there's, look at my mum and dad there. Like, I just can't ever remember my mum and dad together, and I'm just like, wow, that's the day I was born. Like, look how young my mum looks. It's just mental. That's my dad. And there's me, baby me. But yeah, this is just like a sentimental little photo frame thing. But I just, yeah, I flip the photo every now and again. I really like it. So I think today I'll do that one of me and Sean. Nice little holiday vibes. But yeah, lots of sentimental pieces. This album I absolutely love. Every month when I get my free prints, I fill up this album with more photos, and then when I'm doing a scrapbook and I need photos, this album's where I refer to. But yeah, just a little overview. Lots of sentimental pieces here that are all very special to us. I don't know if this is me like getting old or what the situation is, but like I feel like when we moved into the house, I was like, I don't want anything off anyone. I don't want any bits in my house cluttering it up. I want it all to be very like aesthetically pleasing, all this, all that, minimalistic. And like honestly now, the things that we've got on the bookcase, because they're special and they have a story within our families, just mean so much. Like I think you can't beat sentimental items to me nowadays. And I think when we first moved in the house, I was a bit like, I don't want sentimental, I want like aesthetically pleasing and all that. And then I'm like, give us the sentimental. We've had this vase in the family for 20 years. I want to keep it another 20. Like, give it to me, it'll go on there. So I really do like having the sentimental pieces, and I think that's why the gallery wall like really does mean something to us, because it's so sentimental and it's like things we've collected over the years, and I just love it. Got this Christmas candle I light in the office, and it smells so good. It's the Candy Cane Lane Evergreen Spruce. Honestly, it's like beautiful. I absolutely love the smell of it. Ugh. Also, don't judge. I didn't go out and buy myself a Stanley. I feel like this is one of them things that's very luxury and I would never buy it myself. But my friends Katie and Kate got us, ordered it for us and sent it to us for my birthday. I've used it every day since and I really do love it. So if you're looking for like a little gift, ask for a Stanley. Personally, I don't think I'd pay the price for them, but they are good. Right, I'm going to love and leave yous and end this video here, and I'll see you all very shortly for another one. Bye!